Mikel, how different are you and Pep as managers?
We are very different as a person. I think we are very different as a manager. Probably that's why we understand each other so well and have the relationship that we have. But probably would be for someone else to respond, not for me.
Yeah, people, when you moved to Arsenal, people just assumed that you would try and do what City do and do it at Arsenal. But there are differences. You play your own style, don't you? It's not just mini-Guardiola football, is it?
No, but I had this when I was a player as well, because we grow in the same position. I cannot control that. I have never tried to copy-paste anything because I don't feel it. I think this club deserves much better than that, and it wouldn't work that way. And every character and the person, I think, dictates how is the manager and then how is the team, and we are very different.
How do you cope with the comparisons? Because, as you say, you've almost been in Pep's shadow for most of your career. Suddenly you're out there in the spotlight, and everyone is now heaping praise on you as the best coach around. How do you sort of deal with all that?
Very simple. I think I feel gratitude, first of all, because he inspired me as a player, and he inspired me and gave me the opportunity as a coach. So that's it. For what people can think of, I accept it because I wouldn't probably have the career that I had as a player or the understanding of the game or the purpose that I had as a player if he wouldn't be at that time in Barcelona, and I wouldn't be sitting here and having that willingness and that love for coaching if he wouldn't be crossed in my life and given the opportunity that he gave me. That's it.
How did he help you as a player? Because you weren't in the same team, were you? Did he sort of give
Because
you
I was
advice?
looking at him and I just wanted to achieve what he was doing, and I loved the way he played and the way he was transmitting on the pitch and understanding what was happening on that pitch. And it was an inspiration since I was 8-10 years old.
Did he though sort of come to take you to one side and talk to you or sort of anything like that?
Yeah, he was not only him but a few of the senior players when I was in Barcelona, very good with me.
Okay, just as briefly, I mean, you signed 2 players from him last summer. Do you think now he's not really selling you any more of his players? Now you're proper rival.
I don't know. As I said before, that was an agreement between 3 parties, and we were all very comfortable with, and what it could happen in the future. Who knows?
But maybe he didn't expect you to be this close to them this quickly when he sold them to you.
I don't know. That's a question for them, probably.
Down for the Daily Mail.
Hi.
Obviously, you're top of the Premier League. Xavi Hernandez with Barcelona's top of La Liga. Vincent Kompany top of the Championship with Burnley. A lot of people saying there's evidence of kind of Pep's influence spreading across Europe. How do you still speak to those guys, and where do you see like the common threads in terms of how Pep's influenced all 3 of you?
Well, I think the influence that Pep had in football in the last 20 years is just incredibly powerful. You know, he changed the game like Johan did in the past. I think he did it like other managers have been, and that would go in the history. So we have learned a lot from him. We have been inspired by a lot of things that he's done, and then everyone has to build his own career, you know, and his own pathway, and that career is not for 6 months or a year or 2 years. Let's see, and let everybody develop in the way that they should do.
And what is it you keep saying he inspired you or he inspired other coaches? What actually is it that you found inspiring? Is it his success or his style? What is it that inspired you?
Well, it's his way of thinking, his way of transmitting, the way he understood the game, the passion that he had about the game and football. It's a lot of things. And then when you have a personal relationship with somebody, that you have that chemistry, that takes that to a different level. And that's what happened in my case, especially when we worked together.
Okay, so last couple now. David at the back there. David?
Hi, I'm Mikel. You said on Sunday that you don't think Arsenal is there yet at the level that City has been. What do you think you guys need to arrive at that level?
Well, we need to keep playing and play better than we do, have bigger margin in games that we still do, and then you have to win, and you have to win consistently and for many, many years. So that's, I think, a big difference.
Do you think being together as long as you guys have been is part of the process, part of what has brought you to top of the league?
Being together in?
Yeah, growing together as a group.
Well, but it's been quite a big transformation. With the team that we had in the beginning to the team that we have right now, is night and day. But very grateful for everybody that has been in that journey because obviously everybody helped and contributed to be where we are today.
On Eddie, do you feel he's got the ability to play for England and go up to that level? Do you see that quality in him to make that next big jump?
That's for Gareth to respond to the coaching staff. Our job is to prepare him to be the best he can be, and then sometimes you can be very good to play and then, but you don't have the space to do it. Hopefully he will have it, because we want the best for Eddie, but those things and those topics, I just leave them for them.
And just a lot of supporters now will be saying, prioritise the Premier League, that should be our main aim. Do you at this stage of the season still have to look at multiple competitions, and do you feel you have that squad to compete on more than one front, or do you have to focus on?
Well, we have now one game a week, and we have had one game a game in the last 2 weeks. And obviously the FA Cup is a big competition, and we're going to give a real go.